Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Going to read through the full article, links in the description. I don't think you can fully read the headline, so let me read that to you. Louisiana mom indicted for allegedly tossing her two young kids off a bridge, killing her infant son and severely injuring her 5-year-old. What an insane, evil... I can't allow myself to say the C word. So, piece of shit. Going to read through the full article. A 33-year-old mother in Louisiana was charged with multiple felonies for allegedly tossing her two young children off the top of a bridge and watching as they plummeted into the lake below, killing her infant son and severely injuring his 5-year-old brother. A grand jury in Caddo Parish on Wednesday indicted Eureka R. Black, this hideous POS. A grand jury indicted Eureka R. Black on one count of second-degree murder in the death of 10-month-old Joshua Black, her son, and one count of second-degree attempted murder of his brother. A conviction on the charge of second-degree murder would result in Black being handed a mandatory sentence of life in prison. Okay, I applaud that. Yes, life in prison for purposeful murder of a child. Life in prison. If not, 2 in the back of the head. Back to the article. A conviction on the attempted murder charge carries a sentence of 10 to 50 years behind bars without the possibility of parole. Black's prosecution has been on hold pending the results of mental evaluations performed by a psychiatrist and a psychologist who are tasked with determining whether she is competent to stand trial. While those reports have not yet been filed with the court, Caddo District Attorney James Stewart told the station that the staying of the proceedings as to her sanity does not prevent the grand jury from going forward. Black's attorney, public defender Elizabeth Gibson, declined to comment on the indictment, citing to the still pending mental evaluation reports. So the article goes into a little bit more detail about the events. I'm going to read through that. I guess a trigger warning. There's going to be some details of the tragic incident. Law enforcement authorities said that Black threw both of the children off the Cross Lake Bridge on the morning of Friday, September the 24th, 2021. Officers with the Shreveport Police Department responded to a 911 call at approximately 11 a.m. concerning a child seen floating in the lake near the bridge. An individual working on a yard crew nearby reportedly spotted the infant floating face down in the water and called police. Marine Patrol officers were dispatched to the area where they first located baby Joshua, who was unresponsive when he was pulled from the water. Emergency medical services personnel attempted to resuscitate the baby, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. Black's 5-year-old son, whose name is not being released because of his age, was found floating on his back and was pulled from the water a short time later. He was responsive but severely injured. The surviving boy was rushed to LSU Ochsner Health Shreveport with life-threatening injuries. After finding Black's second child, law enforcement authorities were concerned that her third child might also be in the lake. The Shreveport Police Department, as well as the fire department and various other authorities, took part in the multi-agency search effort that went on for more than 3 hours. The search was called off after investigators were able to confirm that the third child was in another location and had not been harmed. Investigators reportedly said that the surviving child provided police with evidence that was critical in identifying his mother as the person responsible for throwing him and his little brother off of the bridge. A police officer in Wascom, Texas, spotted Black's grey Dodge Caravan at a rest stop a few hours after the incident. Police said she was taken into custody without incident and has been held without bond since her arrest. what a tragedy! What a tragedy! The death of her young son and severely injuring her 5-year-old. She literally threw her 2 children over a bridge or off the top of a bridge. So she's going through psychiatric evaluation. I mean, I can tell you now, she's mad as a hatter. She's fucking insane. But not only is she insane, she's evil. Does it really matter if psychiatrists are able to put a label on this woman? Does it really matter? What does it change? I don't know what it would change. I don't think it would change anything. It's she's committed murder of one of her children, and she tried to kill the other. I don't think I'd be interested in whatever the psychiatrist or the psychologist has to say. In this case, she's mad. She's evil. She's a murderer. She needs to be jailed for life. I mean, that's the sum of it. I mean, of course, I need to slip in the word allegedly. But the severely injured son seems to have provided more than adequate evidence for the police to be very confident in her guilt. And what an awful, awful situation. What a fucking hideous C word. I think most of you will agree that will happily see her rot in jail for the rest of her life.